It's so crazy, it's almost not fun to do anything about. That was Conan O'Brien last night, speaking, of course, about the shoes heard around the world. Our number one story, not since Dick Cheney shot a guy in the face. Had the late-night comics been so blessed, equally blessed, the web elves, and thus we will be blessed in a minute when Joel McHale joins us. First, last night, Christmas came early for those late-night hosts, with the most biting jab coming from David Letterman.
He reacted pretty good when you see him. He pretty quick, moving pretty quick. It's too bad he didn't react that way with Bin Laden or Katrina or Bin Laden or the mortgage crisis or Bin Laden or Afghanistan or Bin Laden.
The Websters have been working overtime since Sunday. This is one of several flash games dedicated to the event. You are President Bush ducking Rockports. Then there are the mash-ups. Austin Powers was first. The Three Stooges got involved. There's the snowball fight version, Monty Python foot squashing, and somebody with too much time on their hands made a Matrix send-up. As good as that stuff is, some low-hanging fruit still remained. What about Marsha?
Hey, you guys. Marsha!
And President Bush thinks Baghdad was bad? That's better than Bob's Country Bunker from the Blues Brothers.
Well, my temperature's rising and my feet on the floor. Crazy people not because they want to
Make it Baghdad Bob's Country Bunker. And finally, after all these years, we now know why Billo is getting all lathered up.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Again.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
No.
We'll do it live!
Joining me now, as promised, the host of Ease the Soup, the one and only Joel McHale. Merry Shoemas, Joel.
Thank you, Keith, very much. I think there's no more jokes to be made.
A lot of what we've been hearing out there from people paid to make fun of things like this is admiration for how quickly the president got out of the way. Do you share that admiration?
What?
You share his admiration?
Yeah, I think he has just cat-like reflexes, really. And he has cat-like reflexes, and I have a new profound respect for him, which makes me think, is he that good of an athlete, or was he always expecting a shoe? Was he always expecting it to come at him, so he was just always ready?
A fair political point. You're going to have a bruise on that last one. Now, this guy
I know, that hurt.
Who's throwing these shoes at you.
Go ahead.
Does he hate you? Is he representative of the people of Southern California, of Seacrest fans everywhere?
No, it's Governor Blagojevich. He has no job, so I'm paying him like $6 an hour to do this, and he's not even very good at this.
No, it's clearly.
So
you got somebody behind you there.
You can't hit anything, can you, Blagojevich? Oh, jeez.
Don't challenge him.
Sorry, go ahead, Keith.
Are shoes the new rotten fruit? I mean, could this help the economy if people have to, go buy a pair after every time they chuck them at a world leader?
Oh, I think this is a great idea, Keith. I think Bush should do a tour at country fairs where he is going to be in some sort of presidential dunk tank, and then bring Carter out there. He will guess your weight and build a small low-income house around you. Maybe like Clinton will have a pie eating contest, and there's no way he's going to lose that. So I think this is a great way to stimulate the economy.
And this
he's literally out of shoes.
Well, he can just go back and recycle them. This is literally now valuable in this conversation between us now. What if Bush had not gotten out of the way, as you didn't get out of the way of some of these? I mean, if he'd gotten plunked, would this still be funny?
I think if he had caught it in his teeth, that would have been extraordinary. But if he had been hit with like a 5-inch heel from like a 7-foot tranny, that would have been like the greatest thing that's ever happened.
The president tried to diffuse the whole thing with a few jokes about seeing the guy's soul, and that he was able to see the shoes were size 10. What do you make of the president's response to this?
I think it was pretty insensitive, because I saw a report, and I'm not joking, where it said that throwing a shoe in Iraqi culture is considered, get this, an insult. And I was confused for a moment, because I thought it might have been a mating ritual, but almost I'm going to say almost any culture where you're throwing a shoe, I'm going to guess that it's an insult.
Joel McHale, host of Ease the Soup, henceforth known as The Shoe. Great, thanks for joining us. Nicely done.
Thank you, Keith.
Thank you. That last one knocked him out. That is Countdown for this, the 2047th day since the declaration of mission accomplished in Iraq. I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night and good luck. It's Rachel's turn. No, I can't throw it that far. You're across the street.